Welcome back. The Mississippi Gulf Coast Community College Foundation is hosting its annual Scholarship Gala in March, featuring a very special keynote speaker this year, Tim Tebow. Joining us more today with what you can expect this year is Vice President of Institutional Advancement for MGCCC, Dr. Susie Brown. Thanks so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, so this is the 15th annual event, and you guys always give out hundreds of thousands of dollars in scholarships.
We do.
Yeah. So, I mean, what does that feel like for you to be able to help students be able to go to college?
Oh, Jennifer, it's amazing. So I've been at the college for over 20 years. We have students in need. So some are our traditional students, you know, they are coming right out of high school and joining us, and others have families, they work, they're, you know, going to school full-time, part-time. But sometimes they just need something to kind of fill the gap and help them finish their education. So that's what we do.
Yeah. And you guys have a very special keynote speaker this year. He's got a great philanthropy, does great philanthropy work all around. Talk about Tim Tebow's message and what you guys are hoping from that.
So Tim Tebow is known for talking about just these things, like giving back to the community, giving back to people so they can, you know, have better lives. And so we're excited that he's going to be joining us. We've never had a speaker before, so he's our first keynote celebration of this anniversary. But yeah, he's just going to talk a little bit about our students and our mission, and give people you know, something to think about whenever they start writing that check. Right,
and you guys have other guests coming along too, other students that have received scholarships in the past, right?
We do. We usually have a handful of students there. So the gala is really a celebration of people who have given throughout the year. And it's also an opportunity to recognize people who are giving specifically for the gala event. So we do both at that event.
We see some footage from previous years right now. It looks like a very elegant evening out there too.
It is.
And I mean, it's a hard time for families and students trying to put children through college. Talk about the importance of maybe starting out with a community college route rather than going straight to university.
Sure.
Like some students
so our students largely are, you know, they're getting some kind of support through Pell Grant, they're getting support through financial aid. Of course, the foundation is working to find scholarships for them as well. Our goal is to give them an education, and after 2 years they are debt-free as they go on to, you know, whatever the next chapter may be. It may be workforce, it may be going university transfer. About 70% of our students are transferring to the university. So we want to make sure that, you know, whenever they finish what they started, they don't have a large debt to pay back.
Yeah, that's very important. And I mean, I know the number of students receiving scholarship varies from year to year. How many do you expect to receive monies this year?
It really depends. For the last 2 years, we've given out well over $650,000 in scholarships, and that's just from the foundation. We give out several million in scholarships that are institutional. So think about your ACT scholarships, students that are providing some sort of a service through our Reflections program, or they're playing a sport or something along those lines. So scholarships for that, and then these are very specific scholarships, maybe for a resident of a particular county who has a particular major.
Okay, great. And we see some information right there on our screen. This is going to be happening at the Magnolia Room at the Beau Rivage on March 15th. There's also a silent auction starting at 6. Right?
There is, and that's another way for people to contribute. So if they're interested in donating something for the auction, they can do the same thing through that link, mgccc.edu/gala.
All right. Well, MGCCC always does such great work in the community, and we thank you so much for being here today, and a very important night for students.
Yes, it is.